Hey, when you visit Target Field, you may never see this woman, but you certainly hear her. She's known as the Oregon lady. Sue Nelson played for the Minnesota North Stars NHL team from '81 to '92. Since 1999, she has been the Minnesota Twins' full-time organist.
Photographer Drew Shingen takes us to section 214, where we meet Sue Nelson.
I started piano lessons when I was real young, and then I started playing. Actually, I started playing for church when I was 13. I started playing this kind of organ when I got out of high school. I got into a music store, and I had to play it, and I thought they were icky. This organ came to the Twins in 1977 when Ronnie Newman started playing, and they gave it to the Twins at the Met Stadium for advertising. And so it's a little spinet. It's called a spinet. It doesn't even have full pedals or anything. Lots of people say, oh yeah, we have one of those. I think it's still in the garage. We don't know what to do with it. Oh. I think save it just in case something would happen to this one, because boy, this sounds like Twins baseball. See, people say every once in a while, why don't they get you a new one? Well, then it would sound just like the recorded stuff, because keyboards can do that these days. Our organ sounds like Twins baseball, and that's what people want to hear. My favorite song to play during the game is the one that I get to play all the way through, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I start with a little 2-measure intro, and I get to finish dun, 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 dun at the end, so it's my big deal. But I really like the beer barrel, and of course we don't play that here except when Milwaukee comes, which I think is funny because it's their song, but I was born in New Ulm, so it's my song too. The pictures that are on the back of the organ are from schools that I visited around Minnesota. I like to go to schools and talk to the kids about my job. Mostly they are kids coloring pictures. The picture of Harmon, which is my favorite because he was the Mr. Minnesota Baseball. I think everybody that comes to a game in Minnesota should know the name Harmon Killebrew. And then the letters from the kids, the schools that I go to. Sometimes they send me a letter and say thank you.
Run it out!
It helps when there's people to be in the game, you know. And so I remember when they said, you know where you're going to be in the new stadium, and I was so excited because I was thinking maybe they wouldn't bring the organ over because it's a real old organ. Anyway, they said you're going to be in the piano bar right above home plate. If I were sitting by myself, that would be really tough. But there's always somebody here that is going to remind me of something or tell me something, or I can tell them something. And, you know, it's always fun. I think we always need something like that to be able to think of something, you know, fun.
Gosh, I'm so impressed that she can focus with all those people around like that.
What a dynamic environment to be able to play that there. No wonder she feels like a high off of those people just being around her.
I want to go into that section. So Sue says every once in a while she makes a pretty noticeable mistake, but no one ever notices except for her, especially if it's late in the game and, you know.
Well, I'm awake. She's also very humble. Every now and then there's talk about having a Sue Nelson bobblehead, and every time she says no, she doesn't even want her face to be on the big screen, my friend. She just wants to be known as the team's biggest cheerleader.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, let's go to Ren.